What's going on today, guys? It's Sunday. It's obviously laundry day. It's the last thing I had clean. But I'm here at this big place that I usually take care of on Sunday mornings, and I'm fighting a bamboo battle. You know, I started in on that last week. I'm seeing a little bit of action, not a ton, but I'll talk a little bit about that. And I put the Carbonex on some Bermuda in the back all along, and we'll see what that looks like and show you some Carbonex results. And I put the 818 on carpetgrass area up here last week, and if you remember what I said about the Xgrn, sneaky green, it takes some water and a few weeks to really kick in at full blast. But actually, looking at it now, it ain't looking bad, but I'm gonna mow it and show that to you. So it's about 7,462 degrees out here, so this is gonna be a quickie. Stay tuned. With glyphosate, and with my glyphosate, I use this this surfactant here. It's got an oil in it, and plus it drops the pH in the tank mix, and glyphosate is a little more effective at a lower tank mix pH, and this has got an oil in it that's going to help it penetrate more, and also with that pH drop, it'll last longer. It'll be effective for longer in the tank mix. And I'll shoot some of this bamboo and show you what I started on last week. So it'll be a process. All right, I knocked me some holes in the stalks on several of them and filled them up with glyphosate. Hopefully the idea is it'll go down and kill some of these rhizomes. I don't know, this stuff is super tough to control. But this more reedy like stuff, I sprayed some of that last week, and it looks like it's taking a little punishment so far. We're gonna keep on it though and see how effective we can be. All right, see if I can illustrate this one-handed. I got my Chapin battery backpack. I've been pretty pleased with these things. I've got 4 of them, but that's the T-Jet AI nozzle. You see the surfactant really paints an oil sheen on these things. Oh, stepping on something. Go into where I made these cuts. Load that up. Spray it on these leaves where I can get it. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to my camera work here. But anyway, I'm gonna keep working on this. Bamboo is like a grass is what I'm finding out more. Hold on, let me adjust here. I've been trying, man, this is bad work here. I've been trying triclopyr and all that last year, and triclopyr really did not have much effect on it. But everything I can read, glyphosate is what you're gonna have more luck with. It's just there's nothing to get the glyphosate into on most of these. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna win this one or not, but we'll keep fighting. Impact from last week's spraying. Actually, I think it's only been about 6 days since I've been out here last. Oh well, die sucker. I got this carpet grass out here that I put the 818 on last week. I'll talk a little bit about carpet grass identification. There's your seed head. It's got the Y in it, and it'll usually have another little one coming down here. The vernation is flat and folded, and right here in the ligule you'll see a little bit. Am I getting that in the camera? I can't really see them. A little bit of hair, if I can get that to focus. Sometimes there's some hair on it, sometimes there's not. I don't know if the camera's good enough to pick it up, but this particular piece has just a little bit. You can see it in there. All right. Carpet grass. There's also no auricle present in this, and it spreads on stolons. I couldn't pull any stolons up. They're all nailed down hard. Alright, I got my mow in. Oh dang, the camera blew out. Get out of it. I got my mow in. I think the carpet grass looks pretty great to be carpet grass. A few things about carpet grass. It doesn't love a lot of nitrogen. You're going to want about 1 pound of nitrogen a year on carpet grass. And with this, I put about 1/4 pound on it in late May or so, maybe the very 1st of June. I think it was actually late May. It was 100% greened up. I ran some micros with it. I've done a beer and molasses humic acid dethatch on it. And the first round was my DX8 fertilizer at about 1/4 pound of nitrogen. And then last week, I put about 1/4 pound of nitrogen on it with the Xgrn 818. And if that stuff holds true to form, it's gonna slowly green this thing up and hold a nice green. And I might, toward the end of the month, beginning of August, in that time frame, go ahead and put another 1/2 pound of nitrogen from the Xgrn on it. Very few herbicides are labeled for carpet grass. In the same vein as centipede, it's very sensitive, but even more so. Nothing with 2,4-D. My label's a little beat on this one, but this is change up. This is what I run on. I don't actually run that very frequently, maybe once or twice a year. And I put a pre-emergent on it too in the late winter and in the fall. That's about it for carpet grass, man. And this stuff, man, it has rained maybe once in 3 weeks. And it is, oh my God, it is hot. So it's very durable as far as drought stress. And I mean, most of this kind of grass doesn't mind heat as long as it can get some water. But it has held up amazingly for how hot it is. And obviously there's no irrigation out here on this big area. But anyway, little carpet grass education. I think it's not the greatest appearance. It doesn't get a super dark color. I mean, we'll see in the next couple weeks what the Xgrn does to it, and that's probably going to be as green as it's genetically capable of, plus some. I mean, it's just not that kind of grass. But as far as toughness, I think I might would take this one over centipede. Bermuda grass in the back. I've put the Carbon X on this a couple times. I could probably stand to bring Pokey 5000 over here and aerate this stuff pretty soon. You can really see right in here, this was sodded at the beginning of the month with 419, and man, is different than the seed I sowed out here. I sowed, well, I think it was Sahara Bermuda grass seed a year or so ago out here to establish this lawn back here, and it's done well. It's not irrigated, and it's really hard back here. It's hard and compacted, but you know, considering the heat and the lack of rain, she's in pretty good shape. She's got some nut sedge in it. I sprayed some out last week, but after you mow it, you can't see it to spray it, so I'm gonna have to come back over here between mows and spray some nut sedge. I'll show you something that I sprayed last week, and it's taking a hit. Let's check it out. Okay, that's dinged up nut sedge in Bermuda grass. The excitement level has to be just super high. But that's what that looks like. I know, nothing. Here's some centipede. Centipede roots real shallow, so when it gets dry, it's gonna be the first one to brown out in these spots. You see all that? I mean, where it's doing okay. It's thick and it looks nice, and the color's fair, but it just really does not like being dry at all, and where all this heat's radiating off of the driveway right here onto it and off of the street coming this way, it's just taking a beating. I got some shrapnel out there where we had some of our victims in the bamboo war lined up out here for the city to pick up, but I'll get the blower. I don't have to worry about that. All right, I talked about some issues in every other kind of grass here. Why don't we look at some fescue issues? That right there is dog urine damage. Not much I can do about that. We do have some sedge activity in here, and I can see that pretty well because of the big color difference in the fescue. I can go ahead and spray that with some halosulfuron. See if I can take that out. I just keep some nut sedge product in one of these 1 gallon, well, I guess it's a 2 gallon. I just keep a gallon's worth in one of these pump things. And I go hit that stuff. See if we can knock it out. And finally, the fescue out here. It takes a beating in the summertime here, and it always has. Right in there, you can see it. But the irrigation is just not right. They have a company that works on it, but I'll see if I can make some adjustments to it myself, or run it more frequently or something. But I can probe these brown spots, and they're just dry. Well, there's just a little bit about what I had going on here today, and the carpet grass front, and the 818 progress on this, and we're gonna watch this. The sun is killing me right here. And see how it does. But I'm real pleased so far. On the way home, I'm gonna stop by another place where we planted some plugs and put out some seed and see how that did. And I've been rolling a little 818 on that too. But then again, not much rain, so, well, no rain really. It rained 4th of July evening a little bit, and that's been it since I put that down. I can't see. All right, we'll stop by there on the way home, but thanks for watching this so far. Stay rain here, but that's what we seeded a few weeks ago. The war on goose grass continues. Grass plugs plugging along. Zoya. More goose grass trying to get shot up. I mean, where it's being watered, it's doing its thing. It's trying to rain a little bit now, so hopefully that'll save us, but we're gonna get this thing right one way or the other. Well, it's trying to rain. I walked down here and sprayed that goose grass last night. I'm surprised to see it taking that beating already. Anyway, that's all I got. Going home. Talk to you guys later.